Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Do you suck at creating character models? Or maybe you already have a character in mind, but you just need weapons, animations, sounds, etc. Or maybe even you need some sort of enemy character or even a placeholder. Well, I have the answer to all your problems right here. Today we're going to be checking out all of the free Paragon assets. For those of you who don't know, Paragon was a MOBA game that was developed by Epic Games and released back in 2016. The Paragon servers went offline a few years ago, so Epic decided to release all of the Paragon assets, character models, sounds, animations, skins, weapons, all of that for free to use inside of Unreal Engine 5. There are tons of things that you can use from here, and you can use it not only for games, but obviously for short films, movies. In this video, we're going to be checking out all of the character models, weapons, and skins that they come with, which are great free, high-quality assets that you could use even for commercial use inside of Unreal Engine 5. They are great for character models, and even if you don't want to use them in, say, your final game, you can even just use them as placeholders for prototyping. Now, before we get any further on into the video, I really quickly want to tell you about my multiplayer survival game course. Learn how to make a multiplayer survival game inside of Unreal Engine 5. There's currently over 50 hours of course content, and I'm working to have it updated to Unreal Engine 5.2. In this course, you will learn how to make things like a drag and drop inventory system, a complete crafting system where you can craft all sorts of different items, a harvesting system where you can chop down any tree, rock, or bush that you see on the map. We create 9 unique weapons and tools, things like a rocket launcher, pickaxe, hatchet, rifle. We create an entire building system where you can build your own bases using foundations, walls, ceilings, and you can upgrade your base from wood to then stone and then to metal. This course is currently in early access, but if you enroll today, you'll get a big early access discount. The price of this course will be raised later on, but if you enroll now, you'll get access to the entire course and all future lectures that will be added. So take your game development skills to the next level by enrolling in this course. The link will be in the description below, or you can head over to smartpoly.teachable.com to check out the course. Now we're going to start over here and move from left to right, showcasing all of the high quality character models. Now each character has its main outfit, and then they have a couple of different skins, so there's different variations. Even for being released back in 2016, I mean, these characters still hold up pretty fine. The quality is really good. Now, there's tons of animations that come with each character, so keep in mind this was a mobile game, so each character has about, 3 different abilities along with the ultimate ability. So sort of like Valorant or League, and each character has basically custom animations for those abilities, along with particle effects and sounds. So there's a ton of free stuff, and this is not even all of it. So I think I'm going to have to make a separate video showcasing all of the animations, because that could be its own separate video. Let me know if you guys want to see that video down in the comments down below. And also I want to show you guys how you can take any of the animations from these characters and retarget it to another character model using the IK retargeter. It's a very straightforward process, and once you have it set up, you can basically just recycle any of the animations that they have here and use it for any character you have. So yeah, over here we're going to start on the very left and just go left to right. Over here, the first character we have is Kwang. So he's sort of like this melee swordsman. So yeah, here's the first design here. You can see some of the detail on the armor. You could use this for, say, like a Souls-like RPG game. Yeah, he has a lot of animations for creating some sort of RPG game. But yeah, here are some of the other different skins. And you'll notice that every single character in here comes with different skins or different variations of the original character. And it just goes to show you how much detail and how much effort they put into creating all the different characters and skins for this game. Because, I mean, really, you could just take the original model, modify the texture, call it a day, that's a brand new skin. But what Epic did was they actually created different models for each different skin as well. So it's a whole different character. So yeah, next up we have Wukong. So this is sort of like this monkey character with a staff. And yeah, he has sort of this golden armor up here. And next up we have sort of this sci-fi character. Pretty cool design. There's a lot of sci-fi characters in here, so we'll check all those out. But yeah, then we have this, I'm not sure what you would call this, but next up, sort of this samurai design. Really cool hat there with the feathers, and even the arm pieces, the shoulder pads up there are really nice. So we have, I think this is just the default design for him. So he just has his, armor and his staff. And then next up we have sort of this, I don't know, Hellblade character. Yeah, he has like the chains on his arms. That's a pretty cool design. And then we have this effect. I think that's like his invisible effect or something like that. I'm not sure. Next up we have Terra. So this is like a female knight character. So she has like this massive axe and shield. And this is a really cool character. You could use this again for an RPG game as like a boss or something that you have to fight against. But yeah, just a massive shield, and this golden design is really nice. It's very high detailed. Next up we have Countess. So this is this dual bladed, kind of looks like a katana. I'm not really sure what kind of weapon that would be. But yeah, we have a samurai skin. This one is really cool. And then I think some sort of like royal skin. I'm not sure. It's all golden. And we have, Day of the Dead sort of skin, the face paint and all that stuff. And then lastly, we have this red holographic skin. Okay, next up we have Muriel. So this is like a robot or, I don't know, cyborg sort of character. Kind of looks like Iron Man with the little glowing chest piece right there. But yeah, she kind of has like this Iron Man suit. So you can see the different designs and colorations. And this white one over here is probably got to be my favorite one out of all of them. But yeah, over here we have Boris. So this is like a bear character. And he only comes with one skin, which is kind of sad. But yeah, very detailed model. Especially like the bear head, the fur and all that stuff. Looks pretty good, even for, however many years old this character model is. Next up we have Kallari. I think that's how you say it. So you'll see a lot of the characters on here have Christmas skins. So this one is, holiday themed skin with the snow and holiday colors. Then we have a sci-fi looking character. I'm not sure what theme this would fit into. And then we have sort of this royal guard, really nice coloration. And look at the cape on this one too. And this other skin as well, really nice cape and hood. And I like this design on this one. So a really neat thing to do with some of these characters is to take part of the character models and export them into Blender, and take some of the models. Like what I did for one of my games was I took all of the hair meshes of all the characters in here and used it in a character customization system. So yeah, there's a lot of assets that you can grab from the Paragon models, and it's free to use as long as you use it inside of Unreal Engine. Next up we have Drongo, and this guy is sort of like this poison gas mask character. So yeah, he has like the scavenger skin, really cool, detailed, and even the weapon. So I think he has this rocket launcher weapon. So yeah, this next one is sort of like this poison skin. So he has like this gas that's flowing through the tube. Really cool design, and also his green rocket launcher there. Then we have another scavenger one, really cool, with all the little pieces of cloth tied to him. And then his rocket launcher has this nice little skull design. And yeah, here are all the backs. There's just detail all around the character. We have Faye, which is this, fairy character. And this one is another one of my favorites just because of how detailed they made these. She has sort of like this nature leaves. This autumn one is a pretty cool design as well. So you can see the different leaf colors. And what impresses me still is like the skin shader and the different patterns on the skin. It's also really cool design. And this one here has got to be my favorite just because of how cool the colors look on this character's skin. Next up we have Sparrow, which is sort of like the bow and arrow ranger type character. And even the bow, you can see how detailed like the hilt and all that stuff on the bow is. And this one's also a really cool one. This kind of reminds me of like the Fire Nation, if you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Then we have this other skin here. I really like this design because you could use this in like a primitive survival game. And I even used it in one of my test projects that I was messing around with. Yeah, so we have a knight skin, really cool design. You could use this, as an archer in some sort of medieval game. Then we have this hooded with a cape skin. Then we also have this, kind of looks like, a Mortal Kombat character. And then lastly, I don't really like this skin just because of like the face paint. Kind of looks off to me. But yeah, behind it we have Serath, I think this is how you say it. You'd have this character as like a mage or something just because of the staff. Then we have this Valentine's Day skin. So there's a couple of these on some of the other characters as well. And another different variation. Kind of cool armor design. You can see the detail here. And we have this sort of blue, I don't know, sci-fi or futuristic design incorporated with it. And then just a golden, pattern on this one. Okay, next up we have Revenanth. Probably butchered that name, but this guy is sort of like a gunslinger. So you can see his cool little feather hat and his weapon down there. This is a really cool design. It's sort of like this golden green pattern. And then this is like the frost, I guess, design. So you can see like the icicles hanging off part of his shoulder pieces there. And then we have this Wild West cowboy themed skin. Okay, so over here we have Shinbi. I don't really know how to pronounce some of these names, but this character comes with this cool holographic wolf. So it's like one of her abilities. And yeah, you can see the different outfits that she has. So yeah, all these characters come with different animations for all the different abilities. And they have things like particle effects, and sometimes even like these companion creatures like the wolf that you saw there, even that comes with his own animations and abilities. Next up we have Murdock. So this is a really cool character. He has a lot of skins actually. So first up we have sort of this samurai themed skin, and check out his weapon. He has this dragon gun or something like that. It's a really cool design. And the next one is sort of this super soldier military themed skin. You can see the camouflage. And the neat thing is that all the different weapons on this character, I mean, Epic went all out on all the skins, so they even customized the weapon skins for the character. So yeah, this one has like some sort of alien creature skin. And then we have this sci-fi skin, so sort of like the spacesuit or something like that. And again, this one is, I don't know, he has a nice cool skeleton paint on his chest piece. But yeah, you could use this in a sci-fi game, and you can see the weapon there. Another different sci-fi variation, so again with, the blue armor and weapon. And then this one's a really cool one. It's like a wasteland sort of skin. So you can see all the little spikes on it. And the tire treads are the armor pieces, which is cool. And on the weapon too, you could see like the little knives and horns, the nails sticking out of it. Really cool how they designed that. And then lastly, we have this, sleek black sort of outfit. Then we have Khaimera. So this is this dual wielding character, alien creature sort of. So yeah, you can see this one's like a chameleon skin because it changes colors. And these axe models are really cool because you could use this in, some primitive survival game. And here's some of the other skins. So this is like, a normal human character, and he's wearing sort of this, I don't know, rhino skin or something like that. I think it's actually one of the skins of the other characters. We'll see here in a bit. But yeah, here's the different variations of that. And look how detailed this character is. I mean, you can see the veins on this guy's muscle. But yeah, over here we have another different variation of the character. And all of them are pretty much similar. So yeah, you can see this one has a cool clown mask painting. So I think this one's the Halloween theme skin. And then lastly, we have sort of this tiger pattern, which is pretty neat. And one thing I just noticed is all the axe skins are pretty much the same. Same weapon with, little variation. Okay, next up we have Wraith, which is sort of this sniper sci-fi character. So I love the armor on this guy. You could use this in a sci-fi game. And his weapon is sort of the sniper rifle. So yeah, pretty cool armor types here. It's too bad that they only have, 3 different skin variations. Next up we have Sevaroth. I think that's how you pronounce him, but he's basically like this floating ghost, Souls-like RPG character. This would fit perfect into that type of game, especially as like one of the enemy bosses. And I mean, look at the armor, the gauntlet on this guy, very high detailed. I really like the cloth that's like hanging from the bottom. And yeah, this would fit perfect into an enemy in an RPG game. Especially this one over here with the green coloration and, silver armor. But this has also got to be one of my favorite characters out of all of the different Paragon assets here. So yeah, moving on, we have Feng. So we have the Christmas themed skin. And he has a little pipe there, covered all the way in snow. And then next up, we have this, kind of looks like Thanos. This character, like all the other designs, are kind of confusing to me. I don't know what I guess he's trying to fit into. But yeah, you can see some of the other different designs. Yeah, I'm not really sure what type of character design this is supposed to be. But yeah, moving on, in the back we have Dekker. So this character, this one kind of looks alright. So we have the Valentine's Day skin. And then next to it we have sort of this sci-fi futuristic, kind of like a cyberpunk theme skin. And then these next three are sort of the same. I mean, they just have different coloration in the outfit, but they're pretty much just the same sort of skin. And then this last one over here is again another cyberpunk skin, so you can see the cool glowing pattern in the outfit. Next up we have Twinblast. So this character is really cool because his ultimate is like this massive weapon that he pulls out, and it has all particle effects and all that stuff. But yeah, this character, he has dual wielding pistols. So we have this cyberpunk themed skin over here. We have sort of this robotic Terminator skin, also really cool. Comes with this little knife sidearm. Then we have the Matrix themed skin. So he has sort of the sunglasses, the trench coat, and all that stuff. Then we have the beach skin. So what's cool is like his arms are plastic squirt gun themed, and even his gun down there is like a squirt gun. But yeah, I really like this outfit on him. Next up, we have the Halloween skin. So you can see he has the face paint and the skulls on his outfit. And then we have this military themed skin. And then lastly, futuristic, cyberpunk, sci-fi outfit. This next character is called Yin. So this is sort of like the short blade assassin character. So we have the Egyptian mummy themed skin. Really cool design on this one. And then we have the default skin. It'd be cool if they just had a normal, metal blade rather than this fire blade or holographic blade, whatever they have. This one sort of looks like it would be in a Mortal Kombat game. But yeah, really nice design. Next up we have Crunch. So this guy is like this robot character. He has a tiny head and massive hands, as you can see. I really like this robot design. And this next skin is pretty cool. It's like this plane design, like a B-17 bomber sort of design. So here in the back, you can see the wings. And yeah, just a lot of detail on this one. You can see the little, glass cockpit and all that stuff. Next up, we have this sleek, black design. Pretty cool. Then we have this, rustic, dirty robot design. Then we have a complete golden chrome skin. And then this one is, I'm not really sure what you'd use this one for. Again, just another shiny, but with different scratches on the edges. And then we have the Valentine's Day skin with all the little hearts. Okay, over here we have Grux. This is sort of this alien or orc sort of creature. And this would be really good if you're creating an RPG game as well, just because, I don't know, he would fit well into the orc enemy sort of role. So this one's he has a cool weapon on that skin, and this is like a sci-fi design. Then again, we have another outfit with, some sci-fi armor padding. And this next one over here is really cool. It's like a, lava magma sort of design. So you can see the material on here flaring up. Really neat design. And this one has got to be one of my favorites as well. So this is like a dragon skin. So yeah. And you can see all the scales. Okay, then we have some of the other orc outfits. So yeah, you'd make a really great enemy character in an RPG game. Maybe even a castle defense sort of game. Okay, over here we have Zinx. So this is like this cat female character. And really interesting helmet piece there. Very detailed. This next one has sort of this white sci-fi skin outfit. Pretty cool. And the blaster is like this little tiny pistol, so it's kind of cool. That's their weapon. And yeah, I don't really know if I'd use this character, but pretty cool design. We have Greystone. So this guy is like the knight in armor. Very cool armor patterns here. The only thing I don't like about this character on some of these skins is the sharp edges on the shoulder pads there. But other than that, he has a really cool shield and armor. This one has got to be my favorite just because of the clean look. It has the sword and the shield. Again, this would be really good for an RPG game if you're going to make one. And we have the sci-fi themed one. So he has his holographic sword and shield. Really sleek armor design. and then this green pattern. Again, I don't really like the sharp edges on the shoulder pads there, but next up we have Belica. This character actually comes with this drone companion, and I couldn't find these textures for it, so I just left it blank like that. But yeah, this character is sort of the sci-fi character with this cool sci-fi weapon. So yeah, you can see some of the different designs with the helmet on. And we have this Halloween skin with this witch sort of painting. I don't really like the face paint on any of these skins, but yeah, this next one, really cool sci-fi, white colored armor. And we also have this yellow biohazard. This one's got to be one of my favorites just because of how good the yellow color contrasts on this armor piece. And then this is the default skin for this character, so just a very simple blue armor coloration. So in the back here we have Grim. So this guy is sort of this robotic character, and what you don't notice is if you go down here, he has sort of this alien fairy creature that basically goes and controls the actual robot himself. So yeah, you can see he has this massive weapon, and it varies depending on the skin. And also the little fairy guy inside is different depending on the skin. So yeah, the way that they set up pretty much all the Paragon models is that all the weapons and everything are part of the mesh. Usually you'd have them separated out. That way your character can have different types of weapons. But what they've done is they've just made it part of the character model. So it's all part of the skeleton and rig. So this next character is called Iggy, and he also has a really neat design because he's riding this mount, and this creature has all sorts of detail. Like you can see that has this bag of glass bottles. Those might even be his weapon, I think. But yeah, you can see the different skins that it has. This one has sort of this magma theme. And of course we have the Christmas skin, so you can see he has all the snow on him and all the Christmas colors. Then we have this robot theme skin. Character on this one just looks funny just because of the design. But yeah, you can see the mount itself looks like this cyborg. Then I think this is the default theme. So you can see the normal default skin for this character. And this last one's got to be my favorite just because it's this cool bird model. And I really like the coloration on the feathers and all that stuff. Okay, over here we have Phase, and we only have 3 different skins for this character. This kind of reminds me of that one character in League of Legends that has like the teddy bear. I can't remember her name, but I feel like this character is pretty much the same sort of design. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Up next we have Gideon, and so this first one over here has sort of this red paint. I think this is the Halloween skin, and next to it, this one has got to be my favorite skins out of all of the Paragon assets just because of how detailed it is. So yeah, you can see it's sort of this pirate skeleton, pirate hat, and the wood and rope. Just so much detail. You can even see the little barnacles on it. But yeah, he has this wooden leg. And over here on the back, I'll show you guys this. So it has like this old wooden helm on his back. So yeah, really cool design. This makes me want to make some sort of pirate game. But yeah, next up we have, this is just the default Gideon skin. So pretty cool design. And this is another different theme. Kind of looks like a royal guard. And then we have sort of like the samurai outfit. So yeah, there's just so many different designs on each character, and it just shows how much effort they put into making this game. Because I mean, they had a full team creating all the different concept art for this, all the different designs, the actual modeling of the meshes. Certainly wasn't a one-person job. At the very back here, we have Steel. So this first character design is sort of like this Mayan calendar, and I really like the necklace on this. It's like this, I don't know, jade colored necklace. And the rest of these characters are, they're all right. I don't really like them too much, but you can see he has sort of like the sci-fi outfit, bronze themed, and then another different variation. So I think the thing behind him is his shield. So I think he like deploys it as his shield and has sort of like this weapon that pokes out of it. But yeah, I don't really like the other designs. They're all right. I just don't know, I guess, what I would use them for. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about some of these different characters. If there's a particular character model that you would use in your game, or maybe even just a prototype. Next up we have Morigesh. I don't really know how to pronounce that, but She's sort of like this undead themed character, so you can see all the bones on her outfit. And then this one, it's kind of cool. It's like this moose fur outfit, and she's got like this, curvy dagger. And this one again with the bones, and what's neat about this is you can zoom in and see all the little stitching on the pouch there. And then this one's also a really cool design, just some hide armor. And then next up we have Narbash. So this is a really cool, orc character. So maybe you see this guy in, Raid Shadow Legends or some sort of game like that. You could even use this in an RPG game, but yeah, he has his massive, drums, and his animation is basically just, banging on the drums. This next skin over here has got to be one of my favorites. It's like the Halloween themed skin, so you can see he has these pumpkins, and they went all out on this skin. So you can see the candle there, and if I zoom up, you can see he's like this scarecrow. He has a pumpkin on his head, and even all the little cobwebs on his outfit, those little green potions. There's just so much detail on this character. It's got to be one of my favorites. Next up, we have another different theme. I'm not really sure what this one is supposed to be. And then finally, I think this is the default one, but yeah, you can see he's this little green orc. So yeah, you could use that in an RPG game. This would be something that you see in Raid Shadow Legends, but yeah. At the very end here, we have the final character, which is Aurora. So she has like this sword, and this outfit is sort of like this half armor, half frost outfit, and pretty much all the other outfits follow the same design. One half of it is, the actual armor, and the other half is just like this frozen part. So yeah, this one is like this green outfit, and then this purple ice. So yeah, this character looks all right. This next one is like a, Game of Thrones sort of themed skin. You have this really big, fur coat. Then the last one, you have this really cool helmet design. Kind of looks like something out of Lord of the Rings, but really cool armor piece. And yeah, so those are all the Paragon characters. There's actually one more over here, which is Riktor. So I put this one over here because he has sort of like this long chain as part of like his character mesh. I think that's his like grab ability. But yeah, he has sort of like the cyborg armor. And behind him, we have the Christmas theme. It's kind of weird how he only has 3 skins, and one of them is like the Christmas theme. But yeah, you can see he has like the Christmas lights and all that stuff wrapped around him. Pretty much looks like Santa Claus with the beard. And then again, we have another, cyborg skin. And then this really long, chain or grabber. I think that's what his ability is. Yeah, behind him, we have these really big turrets. And these would be really cool to use in a tower defense game. Whether that be, a top-down RTS sort of game. But yeah, really cool different styles. So in the back here, we have this golden white turret. And I really like the design on these just because of the way it looks. Sort of like this mechanical, sleek design. Behind it, we have all the Paragon Minions. So this is its own asset pack that you can download. And these are really good for creating enemy AI or enemy NPCs. Just little minions that you need in your game if you're prototyping, or even if you're making like a RTS, a top-down RTS game. You could use these as the little minions that you can control. And yeah, you can see they have, some of them have swords, some of them have, different rifles and weapons. But overall, they have really nice designs. Like this one over here has a really cool, sleek, white golden armor. And we have this black, sharp knight armor. So yeah, these would make really good enemy AI. And some of them don't have materials. So I think the materials are in the project. I just, for some reason, when I dragged them out in the level, they just weren't applied to the character. I just didn't have the time to apply them. But yeah, you can see we have some dual wielding characters. And then this little creature, you could use this as, again, an enemy AI in your open world game. You could also use him as like a mount for your character because he comes with all the different animations. So yeah, we have these blue glowing characters. And this one's kind of cool. You could use some of these as like a boss as well. And we have the black, sharp armor design. And then another little minion without any materials. And another royal guard here with a weapon. So in the back, we have this massive iron golem character. So you could use him as like a world boss or something like that. I feel like he'd have one of those really big, slam animations. But yeah, next to him we have this other creature. He kind of looks like he has sort of like this volcano skin. So you can see, you zoom up and see like the magma dripping, and just a really cool material applied to this character. Then we have sort of like this forest skin. So you can see like his feet are wooden tree trunks. And then this little character has, you know, this overgrown skin. So you can see he was like left in a forest. Parts of a tree is growing on him. Then lastly, we have this alien bee sort of creature. Again, a really good sci-fi enemy character. But yeah, those are all the Paragon minions, and that pretty much summarizes all of the Paragon assets. Well, all of the characters at least. There's still a lot of content to review, such as all of the animations. So like I said, these all come with 3 different abilities and then an ultimate ability. So there's all those different animations, as well as like things like the locomotion, so like the walking, running, all that stuff. Then of course you have things like particle effects, so all the different effects for their abilities, sounds. I think that's pretty much all of the assets. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below, whether you found a character that you might use in your game or in some sort of project. I have a full tutorial showing you guys how to retarget animations to these characters, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. If you want to see a full dedicated video showcasing all of the animations that all the characters come with, let me know in the comments and I'll go ahead and make that video. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.